Everybody's stance is different. I can't show you how to stance. You might be southpaw. You might be.
Alright, let's get the stream started. We're going to do some more max raids. Sorry for the not so great streams recently. Just some silly stuff going on, really. In life. The way it is. So, nothing of importance. Nothing that's going to stop me from streaming, for sure. But, not going to be able to make it very great. This is where I wish I could just, you know, I don't know, fucking lottery or something. Stay home, do my mountain bike stuff in the day, then in the evening stream. Mountain bike stuff in the day, then in the evening stream. What is talking? What is wrong with you fucking... Dude, I hate you. I really do. I don't even know why I stream. Like, honestly. You. But yeah, we'll be having fun. Flying and steep. Psychic. Well, good thing that I had, something going for me. Dark. I want to go steal. Anyways. And the reason I say win the lottery, it's not passing the lottery. Some of that nature. I mean, a lot of money for... That's pretty much what I would do. Mountain bike all day. Videos doing that. While also, I didn't see what movie, so... Dude, how many times is he gonna go? Like, honestly. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's used an actual... And it's starting to annoy me. That was annoying as shit. Not water? Oh, I guess we could do water. Got a Rocky Boy over here. Stay away from the... God. Wasn't thinking this would be it. I mean, all I got is burn. Finally, you're attacking. I think it was crit hit or I would have been pissed. Nice. Are you using Safeguard? I don't have any fairy move. Like, honestly. But berries and it's a ghost poke. That's all I have to say. I don't want to fight anything, to be honest. The only reason I'm streaming is because I promised myself to stream every day. I have thus far. Sometimes it's really late, sometimes early. It's not the streaming that's getting to me, it's everything else. The streaming doesn't bother me. It just sucks that it's at the end of my day where I'm tired and dead. Because, you know, even if you are, you know, in shape in the day, man. mountain biking for a few hours. So if you don't know, it doesn't take me 2 hours to get home. I usually just take other routes and stuff, not just... sometimes it's just road, sometimes it's just... sometimes it's trail and road. It's always going to be a mix. I'm going to do a longer one coming up. Once it gets darker a little bit later. I'd say like 8-ish. I guess almost 9. Really want. But, that's going to be on a day. I gotta hope I have enough batteries. That's the one thing I gotta hurry. Picking you out. But yeah, it gets hard, man. Especially when you're working out constantly and mountain biking. It's not easy. I mean, my morning is just workout, go to work. This is my life right now. It's gonna sound really shit. It's not. I feel really good during most of till the end of the night. Where it's get up, work out a little bit. Get ready for work. Go to work. Either ride home or go for a mountain bike right after getting home. Except for Thursdays and Fridays. And Saturdays and Sundays, my schedule's all over the place because... Here's the problem. Like, no one wants to hold a schedule on the weekends, and it's really starting to get old. Like, stupid old. Like, I know it just sounds like dumb. Like, no, my son doesn't want to. And it's getting really hard. Like, do anything. And I told him, I was like, dude, we need to figure shit out. We can't just, like, wake up at, you know... I can't be waiting for you to wake up at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. You want to go do stuff with me, you gotta, like, we gotta go do stuff. You can't just have me sitting here 2 to 4 hours, depending upon what time I feel like staying up. That day. Or what time I get up that day. Can't just keep doing. Who are you using those moves? I know a ghost move. What is the leopard doing? Probably. Dude, use the actual attack. You guys are the most annoying fucking people I've met in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You could have used that a decade ago. It would have been a lot nicer than Energy Ball. Honestly. Worthless. Come on. Worthless ass trainers, dude. They don't know how to fucking battle. Like, they're trying to set the strategy. It's like, dude, it's just DPS. Just fucking attack. That's the only way you're gonna get anything done. Stop being fucking stupid. This is retarded. God. Sure, makes sense. Ugh. Yeah, I want this one. The whole reason I came into this battle. Uh, uh. Who have we gotten so far? We got Entei, Landorus, and Cresselia. These are tradey boys. Tradey boys. That was a good. Scyther. Got Landorus and Cresselia. I ate so much today. Like a pig. I needed it though. My body was just like screaming. Dude. I ate too much. I wasn't following my diet today. My whole body was just like, you know what you're gonna do? Yep. There is nothing good here. There's nothing good in that. But I mean, I didn't really need sleep. Like, I didn't get all over the place. Need to chill. My vacation. I'm sure I'll be taking vacation here soon. Probably early summer. Why? Why? Flying? Where are the berries? Rock? Grass or poison? Dark. Alright. Hey, look at who's here. Be angry, more Pico. Be angry, more Pico. Give me a shell bell. I like the shell bell. Good item. The only reason I'm fighting this stupid fucking grass Pokemon is because I know an ice move. That and Cherim sucks. Not that was the original reasoning. Damn. Fuck me up. Good thing I have the shell bell. What the fuck does that do? Oh, yeah, here. I know you got leftover. Get its attention, please. Love that. Hoping it. Oh. Why? Fucking idiot. We could have ended this. God. No. I need the berries. Fuck. Forgot about that. Idiot. Sorry about that, guys. Also, this one's gonna be harder than I thought it was gonna be. Rio can help here. You're about to hate. About to use. Awesome. Which in turn is gonna hurt me. Suck. Holy shit. We win. Wasn't expecting that. Who you hitting? I forgot I used the one move. Get spot on kick. Fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. I wish I got the berries. Good thing I have two moves. I don't want to seem like a huge threat. Usually, did I say 55? Good attack. Not know he could learn Dragon Run. It does look like something kind of weird. Damn. Surprised it hurt that much. Oh no, he beat me up. It doesn't matter my Pokemon. Alright, we're done finally. Dustin's a homo, he's here. What's up, homo?
What up? So I don't know
Bored
if
as
you
shit.
heard, but TeamSpeak is returning.
Never really went anywhere.
Wow.
What do I care? Use this. So, anything interesting going on besides TeamSpeak?
I mean, to me, that Dragon Ball Z park is interesting, but not everybody's gonna
Cares if
think
it's not
that
here.
interesting, considering it's in Saudi fucking Arabia.
Who cares if it's not here? I don't give a shit.
Right.
It's like they were like, oh, they're opening a Super Mario World in Japan. Cool. The chances are I'm not going unless I happen to come into a lot of money. I'm not going to Japan.
Unless I move to Japan after I get a lot of money. Probably not.
Not move, just go.
Yeah, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia just for
I don't know, man. Polygon put out a new bike. Did you hear about that?
Oh, did it?
Yeah. pull it up. It's not bad, and it's not bad for the price either. There's two models. They put out their downhill bike finally. And there's two. This blue one, which has all the Fox stuff and all the really expensive shit, hence the $5,000 price tag. Then there's the normal one, or what I would call the normal one. My biggest gripe with this one is just the shock package for the price. Look, I know they spend a lot of money, but here's my other problem with it. You don't have an option to choose whether or not you want MX setup or if you want regular setup. So the bike comes with a 29 in the front and a 27.5 in the rear. Cool.
That's weird.
No, it's not, because a lot of downhill bikes are coming like that now. A lot of enduro bikes are coming like that too.
But then again, yeah, I guess it would flatten you out if you're going downhill.
It's not only that, but it's also you can have a wider tire in the rear to have more traction. Things like that. In a 29-inch frame, your tire can be wider if it's smaller rim.
Right.
You could run like a 2.8 or a 3-inch rear tire. And you know, normal 2.4 to 2.6. You probably put 2.8 in the front too, because it's a downhill fork. Probably does have a bigger size. Yeah, my only real problem is that it's look, there's nothing wrong with RockShox. I'm not gonna shit on them, okay? But let's be real, they're not Fox, they're not Orleans. Hell, they're not even Marzocchi. And Marzocchi is the budget brand, so anyone who's gonna sit there and act like they're, you know, $1,000 down or almost $2,000 RockShox downhill fork is just as good as the $1,000 Marzocchi downhill fork, you're just lying to yourself. So, I mean, come on, you're talking about the people who made a 300 millimeter back in the 26-inch days before there was a 29. They made a fork for free riders.
That's like NVIDIA saying the 5070 was equivalent to the 4080 or some shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
Said. No, it's not.
You're talking Marzocchi. Hold on a second. Marzocchi, you're talking about a company who's existed for a very long time in mountain biking. Just as long, if not longer, than RockShox. I'm not sure which one started first. On top of that, you're talking about the ones who made in the mid 2000s for 26-inch bikes where there was really no 29 or 27.5. A 300 millimeter travel fork for free riding specifically. That's what it was for.
Really?
We don't even use that now. The highest ones we get now are like 210.
I hate that Crunchyroll doesn't put out its calendar until the day of the release. I want to know what's coming out tomorrow. I want to know what's coming on tomorrow. What new episodes are coming on tomorrow? I could care less about what happened today or yesterday.
So it's not a horrible bike. I do like the color of this one. The blue's fine. I'm just not a huge fan of the blue. I'm not a huge fan of that color blue specifically. It does kind of shift, but from top to bottom, it gets a little bit darker at the bottom. But
yeah, I like the bottom blue. The top blue. No.
But like, I don't hate it. You can always get the other one, sell the parts that come on at the shock and the fork, and then buy the Fox stuff for it.
Hold on, how come that one is $1,500 more than the other one?
Because it has
for the blue and orange paint.
No, it's the components on it. It's the fork. I think the fork alone is like $2,000.
Okay, There are different components. Okay.
I think this rear shock is like, if not $1,000, it's damn close.
I'm not paying $1,500 for a color I don't want.
What are the wheels? Let me go into the Explorer.
Of course, if I'm being honest, it'll be a cold day in hell before you catch me spending $1,500 on a bike.
I mean, I would if I had the money.
It'll be a cold day in hell before I have the money.
They also have DT Swiss wheels, which are just more expensive. They're higher end wheels. Both box, shock, and fork are just better. They're the same.
SRAM, duh.
The same components for. I'm surprised it comes with pedals. They're alloy. Interesting.
Alloy with a replaceable pin.
Most of them have replaceable. I mean, race face. They're not expensive, but they're all right.
Well, apparently they felt the need to tell you that it comes with a replaceable pin.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same setup except for the fork and the rear shock and the wheels.
Go down to the
wheels are. Why?
I just want to see.
You would be a large or an extra large, depending upon what.
Thank you.
I like how that doesn't change. It doesn't change.
Yeah, I love how it doesn't change the actual height. It only changes everything else.
So, I'm a large or a medium, depending upon if I want a smaller bike or a larger bike. Because they all cross over to different heights. Yeah. So. Oh, the bike I want, we should change the color, which I'm not a huge fan of the color, but I don't hate it. But they did add new features to it, so we're going to look at that. The one they made it... They made it maroon. Fine.
It says burgundy, but...
Whatever, same color. Red. Dark red color thing.
It honestly looks like the same color. Not on the bike, but the little color dot underneath the name. Actually,
but they added this.
It does. It looks like the color that was on my S10.
Probably is. They added this flip chip system for the wheels, so you can switch between 29 and.
Oh, that's cool.
27.5 in the rear, which the downhill bike has too. But again, you don't get a choice of whether or not you want the 27 or the 29. It comes with the 29.
So you gotta buy the 27 separate.
Got a better linkage system. They used to use Trinian, which is fine. It's a good system. There's nothing wrong with the system. It's just there's limited shocks available for that. They went to the standard eyelet system, regular eyelet stuff. Bolt on each end, essentially. And
like a halfway decent ride.
It's about $3,000 depending upon when you buy it. Because I'm probably gonna get it on sale and just whenever I get the time to do that. But they do have another one that is the same. Doesn't have the same name. No. The Colossus N7. Got RockShox stuff again. Not bad. Not shitting on RockShox. It's also it's like a light green, weird color. I don't like the color personally. It's a lot cheaper though. Still has all the same stuff, just different shocks. Has the same amount of travel, different fork. It has a Zeb fork. The Zeb forks are pretty good. RockShox Deluxe Select is alright. It's just more personal preference at that point. But they come with a 29er, 1x12 mono setup.
All right, screen rant. Let's see how dumb you are tonight.
I mean, everything's pretty much the same. Are the wheels different?
Time I got reincarnated as a slime is not a 10 out of 10. Probably, I'll give it a 7 at best.
But I'm trying to figure out what to get David eventually.
Same with
but
Tsukamichi Moonlit Fantasy. 7 at best. Reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. I give it like a 4 or a 5 because every freaking character in there is way too sexually obsessed with the MC. And he is a child. A literal child.
Yeah, that's gross. Anyways.
Overlord, I'll give you an 8. Eminence
and
Shadow, 9. Mushoku Tenshi, Jobless Reincarnation. I have to go down to a 7 because the story is a little controversial.
Anyways, I was looking at something.
Although I'm not seeing the issue, I really don't see the issue in it because he was reincarnated as a child, as a baby, and he is growing. Just because he has his memories doesn't make him any older than anybody else. He's still a child. RE0, I don't like that anime.
Why does it look? Why does it stand so different?
I do not like RE0. For the main
I just realized
it literally resets damn near every episode. He starts over.
Oh, one's 27, one's 20.
Eventually he unlocks checkpoints, but he's still got to start over from said checkpoint every single episode. And apparently he's a douche. I've talked to people who actually watched RE0. Apparently the MC is a fucking just piece of garbage.
Okay. So this bike's a little weird how they set it up. The colors are the different size wheels.
Yo, that seat looks like so high.
I think it's just the way they set it up because the stem. This is a driver post.
Like this,
the stem.
It's got like the seat like all the way pulled out.
This part is supposed to go into the frame. I guess they just quick assembled it so I could take a pic. Like same with this.
Right.
You see that the collar right there? That's supposed to be down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I thought
it's a trail bike anyways.
Yeah, it looks like they just stuck the seat on there just to stick it on there.
Yeah.
Hurry up, take a picture.
But
you gotta take it back apart.
I was looking at something for like this for David. Especially something like this. It's kind of gay that one size is 29 and one color is 29 and one color is 27.5. That's weird. That's up to him what kind of size he wants to. Because once you get to 26, 27.5, 29, it's like, oh. My problem is at 27.5, it has more travel. But I was looking at this and I didn't know they had one. I kind of want it just so I could ride it at the skate park. A dual suspension dirt jumper.
Nice.
It's got a downhill cog set, so it's got really tight gearing. 26 point. It's a 26. That's what dirt jumpers are. It's slacker like a dirt jumper, or not slacker in the seat and stuff.
I'd have to go find an easy trail if I ever got a bike like this. Because I'm not used to double suspensions. I barely was getting used to the fucking suspension in the fork before I didn't have
it's
a bike.
It's not hard. Well, this is for dirt
I just
jumping.
gotta
Pretty
get.
much.
I would just gotta get used to having dual suspension.
No, you just gotta set it
and
up.
not
That's
having the back of the bike sit there and go dong 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 every time I
Doesn't do
fucking
that.
bounce. Every time I bounce on something.
Why is it doing the things that I don't want it to do? Why did you go through every single one of those when I clicked? I hate you.
Like, I'm used to going down hills and having the back bounce. Literal bounce. If I go over like a rock.
It does still literally bounce. It's not any different. It just gives you more traction. It still bounces. It just doesn't bounce like the tire. The rear doesn't bounce. It's in the suspension.
Right. The bike, the frame and stuff has a bounce to it. I'm talking about the tire leaving the surface of the ground.
Unless you're going super fast or ground at all.
That's usually what I do when I go downhill. Because I'm stupid.
I mean, I do too, but there's not that much rocky stuff around here. I mean, there's stuff with rocks on it.
Right.
But it's not like super technical terrain around.
Do I have an update? Is that what you're trying to tell
If I went to Frederick, I don't even know if I would ride a... Would I ride a hardtail in Frederick? Yeah, but probably not mine because mine has the older style QR axles, which I'll probably end up breaking. Going through chunky stuff like what's it, Frederick?
Privacy view. What is that? Oh. MTB privacy.
So it really just depends on... I actually kind of want to call Polygon for their downhill frame and get one and make it a free ride bike.
The radon uses obviously enhances privacy by utilizing real-time eye tracking technology. Works by spotlighting areas seen when the user is looking effectively, preventing unauthorized viewing of sensitive information by displaying black screen to onlookers. Huh. Neat.
Sounds hard.
I don't want it, but it is neat. If I had a laptop or something, that makes sense. But I have a desktop that sits in my fucking house. I don't care about I don't care about that kind of privacy.
Yeah, I was looking at bikes. David's going to be getting one. David has, we've put on his hydraulic brakes, and he's like enamored with them. He's like, I don't understand how the car. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, when you push the pedal, the brakes go. Whereas like a line, there's slack. There's no slack in hydraulic.
I know.
Unless there's an air bubble.
I don't quite understand it either, but it works, and I try not to question it.
It uses fluid pressure. You could use anything.
Like I know it's a pressure. I know it's a pressure thing. I just don't know the exact science. And as long as it works, I really don't care.
Well, I am going to be upgrading the bike the rest of the way. Probably going to end up getting a Marzocchi fork, shoulder stem, wider handlebars, but not steel or heavy. What else?
Machoke?
I need new grips. I need new grips soon.
Maybe.
I'm gonna get a driver post eventually.
Oh, the fox. I was wondering what the dark one was. I can't tell from his shadow dead on.
Hey, anyways.
Like Machoke, I'm pretty sure was the fighting guy.
Probably.
Because it only looked like he had 2 arms. But I couldn't tell Feeble from a face on view of the shadow.
I'm gonna get hydraulic brakes. I need new tires here soon because even my front tire's starting to wear out at this point. Which is crazy. And I had a flat today, so I had to change the inner tube before I came.
Gay.
Inner tubes are cheap. I don't care.
still good.
And I'll run tubeless because my front wheel isn't tube. I could technically make it that, but technically my rear tire my rear wheel isn't either because I didn't put the tape on right. Just put it on to cover up the spoke ends. Didn't pop the inner tube. But yeah. I mean, the inner tube would have a hard time getting to that. That's beside. I'm probably gonna grab a new wheel. I'm gonna definitely need a new wheel if I get it full. I'll probably get the front wheel that what I have already. So I'm rocking a JG bike rim, and by the way, those are good for how much they cost. They're fucking phenomenal. They're solid. Mine's still trued. Somehow. Don't understand that at all. But it is. But it is. It is what it is, I guess. I don't fucking know. That's crazy. That's still trued, though. Yeah. I'll be, doing a lot. Where am I? Oh, they're all the way over the fuck there. Anyways, this needs to get moved because I'm gonna hit that one time. I'm gonna be pissing myself. Anyway, the coolest thing about those bikes, too, that I want, they have this. So the rear is actually independent of the front triangle. It has an independent suspension to the rear. So it has 3 linkages that attach it to the rest of the bike. Kind of like a independent suspension for a car, but backwards. But for 2 wheels? I don't know how else to say it. Which I like the concept because there's a few other bikes, like super high end bikes, that have that kind of concept. Because usually it's a single pivot, usually either above or right behind the bottom bracket. Which is fine, it's just not as stable, I guess you would say. But, I just like how all the bike companies have now reverted to making things simple again. I'm waiting for the super high-end companies to go back to aluminum again. Have an aluminum version of their bike. I don't even know what we're fighting, so I forget. I'll look when we get to the thing at the end. Harry? have a steel move. Like, kinda used it. Probably shouldn't have.
I think it's that hugging bear thingy.
No, I probably shouldn't.
The
Fuck, he's normal in fighting.
The one that
I forgot he was.
Beware. The one that kept hugging on.
Well, I'm fucked. Everybody, me and Thievel are fucked.
Yeah.
And Minchino. I think he's normal. Whatever the evolved form Minchino is. Oh, you put him to sleep? Thank God.
At least the extra hit. That'll be the only time you'll hit. That's only hit.
Cool. That's gonna help any.
It'll help a little bit.
And when I use Max Hailstorm, it'll help me really help any. Not really gonna help you fight this guy. The only reason he's getting hurt is because normal type.
Right.
What time is it? Oh yeah, it's definitely good. After this I'm gonna go to do my long. Not really. I just separate it and it takes it longer and I hate that I do that, but if I don't do that, those would look, they already look more like shit. Oh. And unfortunately, I have to clean my socks and boxers in hot water at all times. Or what? Especially my socks. Boxers not so much. Socks definitely. I have to remember to steal David's inner tube. And then replace it later. I need one in my bag as of today.
The joke is so good it made me not laugh.
Cool. Guess who's not catching that? Me, because he's useless against the person we're fighting. Hey, nah, he might know a dark move. Can you pay back? Not completely useless. Is there any berries on the side? Why, yes. There are. Oh, this sucks. He's sucking a bug. It kind of helps me. But not... What? Because he's... None of this makes... None of this makes sense, but...
Okay.
Wow, just try to kill me right away. That's cool, I guess. Gravity intensified.
And that's why that method for fixing screens is not recommended.
For what?
Especially if you have the battery installed.
For what?
Shocking the pixels back with a little pulse. It blew up the whole phone on the last one because it hit the battery too. That's why that method is not suggested when the battery is right fucking
It
there.
also fucks with the digit. It also fucks with the digit.
Right.
This would be a good Pokemon if I didn't already have a good Pokemon. But what the hell do I know? Oh, got berries coming. If I really want to, I can use Max Hailstorm and heal the whole thing. I grabbed him. Oscar. I'm gonna need those. It was Jinx, but Jinx wasn't as hurt as I was. I don't have anything to fight. Harry. Apu Bulu. What a shithead.
Fucks with that dude so hard.
But he's fairy and plant, so they smooth. And I can Dynamax.
And he's on fucking yes.
Oh, I do have a thing against fairy.
This man.
Well, I'm gonna use Max Hailstorm first because I need to heal.
This man is so. Yeah, well, he just got another one.
Man, I was looking at skate decks earlier. I'm
tired of seeing that man's videos on Facebook and not listening to his music on fucking Spotify. It does mashups. I hear Canvas, the black dude that does mashups of like all sorts of different shit. He does a lot of theme songs to different shows, and then he'll put them to like regular songs, regular beats and songs. Shit is fire, dude.
here.
Every time I see one of his videos on Facebook, it's a banger.
You know what's funny? Everybody's gonna get hurt by my ice. They're gonna heal up from the ice attack from the grass surge. But I'm getting healed faster. Because, well, I'm an ice Pokemon. Or I have that called Ice Body or whatever. How'd that not knock him out? It's a lot. Mega Horn, what the hell is that gonna do? Horn Leech. That's gonna kill you. Should've used Horn Leech twice.
Oh, Mr. Brightside to the tune of When You Love Somebody. It's like a slow jam now.
Man, I wish I had my old tensors. I really do. Not sure. Tom Penny autographed a bunch of shit. Birthday. Dude. That graphics kind of suck now.
It's been 21 years and I'm still waiting for My Salsa to drop. Keep listening for my next single, it's called My Salsa. But he never dropped My Salsa.
Does Almond not exist anymore?
Huh?
It don't exist. It exists.
Remember that time when all the Unova gym leaders gathered to take down
Oh.
Plasma with their Pokemon and Bryson opted for hand-to-hand combat instead? Fuck Pokemon battles. What are your stats?
Oh, it's going through. Why would you have your website do maintenance at 10 o'clock at night? What the fuck?
You're really gonna replay Fallout 3? It's 17 years old.
Yes. Alien Workshop still around? Nice.
Everyone does it. Now you can do it too. Shut the fuck up.
Do not carry. DCS doesn't carry everything. Used to.
Get the fuck out of here.
Or what happened there?
That's I was about to say.
You're doing.
No, that's not a good idea. Do not plug your M.2s directly into your SATA cables in the back of your PC. Unless you want everything to be fucked. My God. Why would you do that? First of all, why do you have every program with a shortcut on your desktop? Why would you open them?
Let's keep. Apparently CCS doesn't carry him anymore. Element used to have some of the best fucking... They're still making some shit. Give them that. More than the other. Darkstar's still around. It's had good graphics. I only have one. Did Blind come back? Where's the blind guy?
I love that. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, but I work hard at it.
My whole life. You have Pal Pearl. Probably. You do. These are the cool stores too. You're not. So Element, Cal Peralta are the only ones that don't make me sad.
You don't want to go out with me because I'm tall? No, I don't want to go out with you because I'm short.
It all sounds gay.
She's like, you're not that short. He was like, you just had to lean over to get to eye level with me.
Toy Machine's still around. That was Bam's first sponsor. Pays for them.
There's no way that chick is a millennial, though. I'm way too young to be a millennial. Your video is not wrong, but you are too young to be a millennial.
I don't even know any of these brands. I'm gonna stay away from. Tom Penny and Mark Appleyard still skate for Flip. It's actually pretty. I'll skate. This is ooh. Tell me this doesn't look fucking awesome. Although it's really fucking wide. Holy shit, is it wide?
Why is there so much liquid coming out of his air?
Look at that thing.
Oh, nice. Looks like the old school ones.
Yeah, except for it's not painted, it's stained.
Ooh.
Stained red. It's just.
That's a good stain, too.
But 8.4? Dude, that's huge. I don't know if I could do that again. Maybe I could. I do like the way it looks. I think I'm gonna build a whole new deck here shortly, because skate parts are cheap as fuck, dude. You looked recently? Yeah, I think Flip's selling a whole complete for like nothing. We're going with one of their regular decks. $90 for a whole setup?
That's actually not bad.
Not bad at all. Shit, when we were kids, this cheapest one was like what like regular price was like 150, 200. Just
hold on. What trucks, wheels, and bearings
basic
are you
shit
getting with that complete though?
I don't know who makes Flip's wheels. So I don't know. I know Flip doesn't make them. I don't know who makes Flip wheels. I know they're independent trucks, I'm pretty sure. And the bearings are probably just your basic.
I mean, are you getting
maybe 7 or 6 from what
company
company mass produces for skate companies? So they're probably not even flip branded.
I want some ABAC.
It might have their own bearings. With ceramics. They probably come with the. Oh, look, they had the black wings. So I'm assuming it's their ABEX 7. So not bad. I don't know how good the wheels are. Independent trucks are independent trucks, and they're fucking. They're still bulletproof. I mean, I've seen them break, but they're old as shit when they break.
I still can't believe Bulma hollered at Vegeta in the middle of a battle that she wasn't going to take a bath with him again if he didn't stop fucking fighting. Because he was getting his ass handed to him like he tends to do. He does very well in the very beginning, and then he starts getting his ass handed to him. And Bulma literally hollered at him that she was never going to take a bath with him again if he didn't stop fighting and give somebody else a turn. And he immediately stopped.
Oh, I guess start making their own wheels.
Oh, okay.
Or they might not make them. They might have them made by somebody else.
I ain't mad at it. I was just.
They're not bad looking. They're just.
And then independent trucks are nice.
They're fine. Just indestructible trucks. They get really old and worn. Who's on the team now? Okay.
With some ceramics or some ABAC 9s.
Ardo Ciari is still on their time. Still on their team. I thought he quit. Bob Burnquist is skating for Flip now? What?
Hold on. Bob Burnquist is still skating?
Yeah. I mean, so is Rune Glyphberg,
Wild.
Tom
I mean,
Penny.
I'm not saying it's unprecedented. It's just wild. Because, I mean, the strain you put on your body skating, to be doing that for decades upon decades.
Yeah, but like, I mean, when I skate, I mean, I don't know, I don't have half the tricks I used to, but like, it's not that bad except for my ankles. Like, nothing really hurts. Like, I'll be sore or whatever because I haven't done it in a while. It works out your groin a lot and shit.
Then again, you know, they're part of a team. They're skating all the freaking time, so their body's still used to it. They'd probably have more problems if they stopped skating.
Yeah, it probably would. 8.4. God damn, dude. I don't know if I could do it 8.4. That's crazy. It really is.
Oh.
That is crazy.
Now you got me
I don't
curious
know.
about. Now you got me curious about what Elements got out.
I would show you, but apparently their website's going through maintenance.
Elements is?
Yeah. Like, why the fuck would you do maintenance at 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast?
Oh,
It means it's like
they sell the original Element board at Walmart. The OG one that says Element, Wind, Water, Fire, Earth, like the old school Element board. They sell that at Walmart, $98. I wouldn't trust any of the hardware that comes with it. Because God knows what hardware Walmart's putting on there. Ooh, I like that Element at Aqua Zen. Looks cool.
So I guess he's just getting his own boards done. That sucks, dude.
Oh, I like that tie-dye Element. Although people would probably think I'm gay. Because God forbid you just have a tie-dye.
Where are you looking at him?
I just put Element Skateboards on Google search, on a Bing search. So it's
I saw some at
it's looking at all the element boards that everybody sells.
Oh, you're just talking. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just put it in Bing since their website's down, apparently.
It is. I mean, I went there. I was like, what?
I believe you. Oh, sweet! They did a Star Wars. They did a Star Wars Rebellion skateboard.
I went to Skate Warehouse. I don't know what's in print,
X-Wing.
but
It's the background. The
That's
background
cool.
is obviously space, and it's got the X-wing, and right above the X-wing, it's got a Rebel helmet, and in the reflection of the visor is the Death Star on fire. It's a really cool looking board.
so I don't know what's still made, but this is what Skate Warehouse had. Warehouse skateboards.
Garcia's still rolling. Nice.
Most of the people that we
That's the only name. That's the only name I recognized off top was Garcia. Baker, man, you're going all the way back, bro.
Bakers are still made. What do you mean?
I know.
You still make the original
you're
Baker board.
Still, you're taking me all the way back.
I'm not even a huge Baker fan. They had a lot of good skaters though.
No, I'm just saying. Just seeing the boards and stuff, it's taking me all the way back.
Anti-hero.
Oh my god.
They're actually making a decks. A lot of decks now kind of just stuck.
Oh, excuse me.
Make the classic anti-hero
Alright.
board. Good. Almost. Now we have two.
Almost. Oh wow. Are they going out or
Alien
something?
Workshop. I don't know. Alien Workshop's doesn't have much either. More than the other.
Yeah.
I don't know most of these brands. Birdhouse is still making boards, which is good.
I don't hate those anime boards.
They're actually pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, those are, I guess, pro boards, signature boards.
I don't hate the style though. Nice. They do have a lot of
Bad.
signature boards.
That's because Tony Hawk wants everybody that is signed to his thing money.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. I will say this: people shit on Tony Hawk, but let's be real. He is one of the best vert skaters of all time. He is.
He's a good guy. I think that's why people shit on him though, is because he's such a good
He's
guy.
a good dude. Like when he does business people, they make money too. Like not much for Black Label.
I'm really kind of pissed off that Element's website is down because I kind of want to know if they're still. I kind of want to know if they're still making the His Infernal Majesty boards.
No, I don't think they are. They can't. It's too linked to BAM.
And,
you know, he went through alcoholism.
I would love to find that board though.
BAM has all but I know BAM has all but one deck.
Oh, that means he's got a copy of my old deck.
He's got all the BAM boards that ever existed. DKG is something DKG.
Oh wow. I did not know Jesse's mom was part of Team Rocket and went missing looking for Mew.
Either did I. Alright, I'm gonna run off and change my laundry. Grab a drink.
We knew why Jessie joined Team Rocket because her mom was missing, but we didn't know that's why she was missing.
Yep. I'll be right back. Dustin, you take over.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Nobody's talking or anything, and I don't have anything up. Oh, let's see. Right. Oh no, I don't want to leave. Cancel. Open up a different tab. Let me see if I can find something to talk about. Oh my god. Ding, 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 ding. That is a really cool keyboard for the computer. Apparently, according to that test, I'm an unk. I know every song he's playing on that fucking keyboard. Why not AM3? Because AM3 is on its way out the door? If you're still running an AM3 processor, you're worse than I am. Yeah. That is some really good rope physics, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not perfect, but... Miley Cyrus looks really fucking weird in that picture. Ugh. Okay. Those guys go back and forth. That's fun.
I is back. How was everybody? Foundation's still doing its foundation thing. They've always been weird.
Yeah.
To be expected. Girl.
So by this guy's logic, he's never forgotten anything because he always remembers that that there is something that he was going to do. So by that logic, he's never technically forgotten anything. And his friend was like, "Well, if you go out to the car and you forgot your keys, you forgot." And he was like, "No, I misplaced the thought of the keys. I still get in the car and remember that something is supposed to happen here. I just misplaced the thought of the keys."
Habitat still doing this habitat thing.
I was like, well, by that logic, I don't think I've ever forgotten anything either. I always remember that I was supposed to do something.
Brooks is still around. That's good. That's a crazy skateboard.
Yeah, it is.
How the fuck?
Fuck.
Mini logo. Of course they're still around.
Why would you post that? Oh. And why would the admins let you?
Post what? Plan B still around.
somebody's giving away a car on Slapped Ham's Facebook. For those of you who don't know, Slapped Ham is a paranormal reaction channel.
Al Peralta.
I believe he also has a Twitch and plays some paranormal games.
Al Peralta has always had really words.
Oh, something else that happened. I just didn't find it very interesting. Those 5 women that went up to space for like 10 minutes.
Fuck them. They're retarded.
And everybody's making a big deal out of it when we just got some astronauts back that were stuck there for 8 fucking months.
That was on Biden, thank you very much.
Doesn't matter. It's just like nobody made a big deal when they fucking came back, but these 5 fucking bitches go up into space for 10 fucking minutes and it's a goddamn fucking oh my god.
That's because it was looked at as a win for Trump. So we're just bent that Trump did something that was normal.
The only thing
like, that's all he did.
The only thing that I felt was interesting about the whole situation was that was the 3rd time they've used that same exact rocket.
Dude, you can get a custom skateboard done by CCS now.
Oh, nice.
Like, you could put the graphic on it. I guess you just upload like a PNG or something.
Hey, I know a mechanic who could do it cheaper. The guy's service. It looks like he cut open some Red Bull cans and took that liquid welding putty and put it all over the muffler. Hey, if it works, the fuck?
How much is all of it? I want... Let's go with an 8-inch. $185-ish
Oh, no.
for a custom graphic. A custom graphic deck is $185, Dustin.
That's a pretty neat tattoo. He's got a lightsaber going up his arm. At the top of the lightsaber is the Full Metal Alchemist homunculi symbol, because I can't pronounce how it's actually said, and I keep wanting to say Aurora Borealis, but that's not how you say it.
Or Borealis.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's not the Northern Lights. He's got a Pokeball right underneath that. It's a really decent tattoo. He's got all his favorite things right there in the middle of it. Okay, that don't mean shit. Say goodbye to fillings soon? Scientists just grew real human teeth in a lab. Okay, it goes back to that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You could put a tooth in my mouth, it doesn't mean my body is going to accept it.
Okay.
Human bodies have a real good fucking... They
Okay.
have fun. The human body seem to have fun rejecting implants.
What
Like,
shoes?
no, I didn't have this originally. I don't like it.
Fetuses, Vans. iPads are still around? Damn. First, America's are still. Globe is still around. EVS is still around. DC, a whole bunch. They're like Vans. Dude, look at those Osiris's. Look at how fucking big they are.
Good God.
They're probably really warm during the wintertime, though. Pennies. New Balance has their own skate shoes. That's cool. A Cell has their own skate shoes. I did not know that.
I didn't know Rachel Eli's
Okay.
kid was fucking a few months younger than mine.
Now you know.
Yep.
Cyrus is
Had a
still
birthday
around.
a few days ago.
That earlier. S is still around. Akai's are still around. Of course, you got the Nikes now. Crazy that New Balance makes us.
Hey.
Isn't it?
Man uses shower gun after burglar breaks in while he's in the shower. I should buy a shower gun.
That's just a nice van. Rally.
That is the most disgusting way to describe that.
I haven't seen anything Globe. I already said Globe. The New Balance skate shoe is news to me.
Red Mercury.
EVS, DC, Converse, Circas. You still have Circa?
Red
Circa was
Mercury is some wild ass shit.
Fallen still around. Still making the same fucking shoe. Iris Opus. How old is yours? Is that like a new brand? I'm not down with these new brands, sorry. Fuck off. Skating was at its peak in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Don't watch the new Devil May Cry on Netflix, you'll hate it.
I mean, I hate a lot of things, so that doesn't really tell me anything.
A lot of people need to
Backpacks.
touch grass.
Okay.
When it comes to the new Devil May Cry on Netflix, a lot of people need to touch grass, but honestly, I don't think you'd like it, because you're very lore heavy too.
Is my what?
Because you're lore heavy.
Oh. Oh yeah. Lore is important. I mean.
But I mean, the first anime didn't really do the games justice either, so I just take it as another retelling.
So it's still better, is what you're saying?
Yes. I don't know. I just like the anime style. The story is not terrible. They took some liberties, but it's not awful. Everybody's jumping to a lot of conclusions. Butthole. Sorry, it stood out.
Literally called Butthole Beanie. I'm just looking at like skate stuff to see what they're making nowadays.
Did you see Wendy's response to Katy Perry kissing the ground after she came back?
No.
They posted, "Can we send her back?"
It's just their hat. Have any other brands' hats? CCS, I like you, but no. Oh, it does say CCS hats specifically.
Fucking song from
Just retarded.
that fucking movie with the fuck. God. Happy 35th birthday, Emma Watson. You should have really standed behind the author that fucking made you who you are. Instead of
Well, you
playing
know.
the hand that fed you. None of them motherfuckers would be anything without J.K. Rowling and those fucking movies.
Yeah.
And they just rolled over on her like a fucking sack of bricks.
Dude,
Oh.
no trucks look good anymore. They're all so bland.
Neat. Now I know how to rewire a USB-A to micro USB cord.
Okay.
I don't know why I would ever need it, but Joe went the full samurai sword. That's awesome.
Wheels. Making wheels now. E6 big wheel. $75? What the fuck? Gotta be like longboard wheels or something.
Oh shit, myself.
Richta. Ooh. Richta used to make the best wheels.
And apparently
Make
now
'em.
I know how to hook up a USB-C connection to an audio to a 3.5 millimeter audio. Just learning things left and right.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want these laid up.
They look like your old wheels too. I mean, not.
Yeah, my old
color and
wheels were
everything.
Pal Peraltas.
Not the color.
I'm surprised you don't have.
The design. It's
Man,
a
what?
similar design to your old wheels.
They have Pal Peralta? I had. They still make them, I think, or something similar to them. I don't think it's the same image, different image, but same wheel. But also. Oh, here they are, right here.
The bones?
No, that's not it. No.
I was about to say, wasn't that your bearings?
No.
I could have swore at some point.
I don't
you got
remember.
I'm pretty sure you got red bones bearings at one point.
The 88? Agree with the Dur rating.
We went through so much, except for the wheels.
Oh yeah, they changed the graphic. It's right here. This wheel right here. The wheel I had. Just changed the
Put a new
graphic.
graphic on the front. Yep.
Yeah.
Of course,
Peralta
honestly, yours were so worn they didn't even have a graphic anymore.
Yeah, anymore, yeah.
But that was about the only thing that we never replaced on your boards. Everything
Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of those
put in the
wheels until
board.
I found... Yeah. I wouldn't get rid of those until I found another set of wheels I like just like them. That's 100% fact. They were so smooth, dude. Never a flat spot. Fucking zero. What's up, Connor?
I honestly...
Zero flat spot.
Don't think...
Zero. Never had a
don't think-
fucking flat spot.
I honestly don't think I would have wrecked as bad as I did if I had those wheels.
Yeah, but now all this stuff is cheap. Remember when this shit was like $80 a piece?
Yeah. Or you couldn't find it.
Yeah. And like you couldn't find it half the time. Pal Peralta makes great wheels. I recommend them. Especially the lower Dura rating. These were the ones that I have. They had a different graphic. They're smooth. They never had... I mean, never had a flat spot. Never, not once. And I power slid a lot of large gaps.
Yeah.
Like, stopping afterwards. So... They were really, they had to be at least, they were probably at like 40 millimeters by the time I changed them out. Or by the time
I'm not even mad at this Jeep, bro. It is the ultimate.
I don't like Jeeps now because they're gay.
Dude, hang on. I have to fucking send it. I don't want to write it in a post.
Get that bored. I have a deck right now, but the nose broke because it hit a wall when I crashed last time.
Where is it? There it is.
Which sucks.
I hope you can see it.
Maybe. No. I probably have to stop sharing. You to do it. Those are the bomb. Those are the bomb.
Oh no, I sent it to your messenger. Because it was on Facebook.
Why wouldn't you just send it to the private chat?
Because that's not an option on Facebook, dick.
Copy and paste the fucking...
Jeep is 90s as fuck.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen this before.
That Jeep is so 90s.
Yeah, except for it's not a 90s Jeep, so...
No, it's a 2025 Jeep, but the rest of the
Yeah, it's gross.
he remodeled it to be 90s as shit. It's even got a car phone.
Does the car phone work and have service, though?
That is an excellent question, sir. Because it's useless if it doesn't.
To be fair, though, ever since cell phones, every car phone was useless in our family. Like, we had one for a short bit. And then...
You have to be so fucking dumb.
They are.
Nobody wants a Call of Duty set in futuristic Japan.
That's not too bad. Worse.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is reportedly coming in 2025 and is set in futuristic Japan. That just means you're gonna have a dumb set of powers.
You know, Tensor moved away from all that stuff. Just make regular trucks now.
Sometimes when you hurt, nobody sees your pain. Sometimes when you hurt, nobody sees your sorrow. Sometimes when you cry, nobody sees your tears. But fart just one time.
True. True statement.
Microsoft is redesigning the icons for Office for the first time in 7 years. It really ain't that much of a redesign.
Doesn't have to be.
It's really not a redesign at all. It looks like they just modernized them. It's literally the same fucking design, the same fucking colors, just more modern.
I wonder what cool grip tape they have out there. Huh? You can get your own custom grip tape. Mobs, Thrasher, maybe a mob. The machine has actual.
What the fuck do I have going on my computer? What the shit? Why do I have like 12 dummy windows? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 dummy windows? Why the fuck does Rescreen think I have 17 dummy windows? Anyway, here's your icon.
There's so much grip tape. Maybe. If I could pay attention.
Literally look nearly identical. They just changed the
They flipped it.
style of the inside. They literally just changed the styles of the inside.
I don't even
It's
care.
curvy.
Like, why would I give a shit?
It's
I've never
more
cared before.
curvy
I'll
than
never
it
care
is-
again.
It's more curvy than it is anything else.
I don't know why I've never cared.
And 7 years?
Dude, you can buy a 60-foot roll of grip tape? That's epic.
That is epic. I don't
I
know
don't
why
want
you
that.
would need a 60-foot roll. But I guess it doesn't really
Pretty
go
fucking-
bad. As long as you're putting it away right. Why are there so much money in this tree?
Ooh, I'm gonna need a riser. I don't think I keep.
Okay, more tree. That's all great.
Huh.
And some
Wooden-
leaves and stuff. And more money. Like he just hit the jackpot.
Wooden riser pads. That's weird.
That is weird.
Okay.
What kind of wood's it made out of?
I don't know.
I would hope it's a really soft.
Doesn't say.
I would hope it's a more supple type wood.
Yeah, but you crush that. I think it would fall apart all the time.
Not like the most supple wood, but a more supple wood than just a solid fucking pine or something.
Pine's really soft. That's what you would want. At least in my opinion.
Or
At least
not
for me,
pine,
that's what I would
oak or
want.
some shit.
Like I want something soft and like
You want it soft, but not
rubbery.
so soft that you'll crush it every time you land.
feel like they're plastic. I had really nice rubber ones. Remember those?
Meat man. That's real bacon, dude. You're damn right it is.
That's a lie. They do not reduce pressure crack at all. They have never reduced pressure crack. Every deck I've ever had has had pressure crack.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a crazy statement. Say to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Skate rails.
I want to see your computer though. Where's the computer? Motherfucker meant monitor, not computer. It's a fucking picture of the computer. Yeah, well, a simple job on a BMW turns into not a simple job very quickly. And that goes for Mini Coopers too. Because they're BMWs.
What are you thinking, Dustin?
No, I was just rewatching that video where the guy walks up to on his blind date that his girlfriend, that one of his friends introduced them, and she ends up being blind, and he's like the most green flag bro you've ever fucking met.
I would date someone who's blind.
He's like, she's like, we don't have to do this. I could just go back inside. And he's like, well, let me ask you something. Can you taste food? Can you listen to music? And why the fuck wouldn't I want to hang out with you?
Hey, man.
If anything, that's more of a reason to hang out with you because you can't see how ugly I am. You can't see the funny ass looks of all the people who are thinking, why the hell is this hot girl doing with this fugly ass dude? What the actual fuck? Was that a real thing?
What? What? Okay.
Did I miss something? Was that a real thing?
What?
What I just shared?
That was a specific way, but my Switch went to sleep. I'm sure it was like an overlay you could get.
Or is that just satire? Because I mean, I would rock.
I think it's also making fun of current Windows.
Probably. Because that was back when Windows XP. That looks like a Windows XP type deal. Which is the skin I have on my computer right now. It's not. It doesn't work for like the Windows and stuff, but it does work for the taskbar and start menu. My start menu is now the old Windows XP start menu. The only fallacy that I have is I cannot find the icons for restart, hibernate, sleep, log off, lock, and switch user. Some of them might not have existed in the XP days as icons, But I know Restart had an icon. It was the little yellow thingy, and I can't find the icons to put them in myself. Other than that, it's friggin' perfect. And if I had the money, I would buy a different. I would buy the other skin tool so I could use the XP skin or the Zune XP skin, but I'm not spending. I think it was like $60 or $70 for a license for it, and I didn't know. Honestly, it wasn't. It looks cool, but it doesn't work 100%. And if it's not 100%, I don't want. I'm not spending money on it. What's up, Connor?
All right, so that
Little, we're a little late, or I'm a little late.
you.
Uh, what's going on? Oh, you bitch! You really logged me out, you fucking whore! Ever do that again? Moonrise. Oh, yo. What is this about? Aside from the fact that they're on the moon. That's fucking awesome. Oh, shit. Would that even happen?
What?
Well, yeah. I just. I really. Would a fire in space really last that long?
I don't know. It depends on how much fire is caused by.
I would run out of oxygen very quickly because you're only getting the oxygen from the fuel. I don't know. They're fighting on the moon.
Who's
This anime called Moonrise. Looks like they have some really cool technology built into their cloak thingies that allow them that are like it makes it like a spacesuit. One dude using a sword, the other one's using a freaking pistol. I might have to add that to my list and check it out later. Oh, what's we got? Mm-hmm. Nobody wanted that. We want the fucking final season, is what they want. It's what everybody wants is the final season, not another behind the scenes. Fucking finish the goddamn series.
yeah?
Fucking Stranger Things has another behind the fucking scenes thing that just came out. Nobody wants a behind the scenes of Stranger Things. They want you to finish the fucking series. They want you to release the final fucking season so we can finish it.
Who cares?
It's probably going to be trash by this point because it's been 3 years.
mean, I'm right now. Well, I was until my Switch went to sleep. I was playing Shield. Then we started talking about skateboards and stuff. We're silly people.
What generation did I not care for?
I not care for. I say 9. There's a lot of problems with 9. Not just in the game aspect, but just like. I don't know. There's a lot of problems. I think the worst is 9. I would say after that, it would probably be 5. 5's not a bad gen. I just didn't like those games. For whatever reason. I don't even know why I don't like those games. I don't. Like, you know when you play something and you're like, I don't like this game, but there's no reason to not like it. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think of a game I felt that way about. But usually I just end up not playing it if I'm not feeling it like that.
Maybe it was just a time in my life where I was just like, yeah, fuck it. Sucks.
Yeah, could be. I
don't know.
What
I don't actually know what is wrong with me. I'm just a tard.
What generation do I not particularly care for?
I don't hate Gen 5. I just don't like it. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. Sure as hell doesn't even make sense to me. Okay. No fairy or dragon. I don't know which way to go. Sure.
I'm not gonna say I entirely agree with you because we came from Gen 1. But
Gen 1's great. It's just very simple.
I will say it is the most unbalanced generation.
Oh, yeah.
Because they didn't know what they were going to do with it.
Yeah, if you had a Dragonite, a Gengar, Alakazam, because it was viable then. Venusaur and Charizard, you were pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah.
You don't even need the other. You don't even really need Charizard. Dragonite by itself.
Not with Dragonite, really.
Dragonite and Gengar
Dragonite
are the two strongest.
Dragonite can learn the fire moves that Charizard does, and the flying moves that Charizard learns. Plus, it's got
Also learning water move.
Right.
So. I have a shiny Lechonk. A lot of grinding. I don't like Gen 9 because it is very painfully like. It feels rushed. It really does. Feels rushed. It doesn't really like. I don't like any of the characters. Really.
I definitely don't like the characters.
I mean, the DLC was the best part of the game, in my opinion, because in one, both of them you got legendaries that weren't or mythicals, whatever they ended up being. Dumb bot.
I still need to get the DLC.
And there's effort, but it's just like, well, one big thing is that the friendly rival thing I hate. I've always hated it. I've never liked it. It's stupid. I like someone who's at least a little antagonistic, like Garrett or Blue was. But, I mean, then you have the bad guys aren't bad guys issue. Like, that's another issue. So that's a lot of games, but mostly the worst for me was 5. I don't know why. Gen 9, I will say they tried with the open world Pokemon game. And they did fine at that. It is exactly what you would expect for like the game mechanic and whatnot.
At least Team Rocket.
As far as me caring about anything, the only thing I care about in the game is all in the DLC.
Team Rocket, Team Plasma, Team Magma, Aqua. They all had like pretty severe end games.
I mean, I know it's a trope, but like
the consequences were definitely.
I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about school bullies. They're retarded. I don't care about them. Team Yell, I don't give a fuck about them.
Team Star.
What I was talking about, the bullies. They're just bullies. That's all they were. Like, bruh.
They're just bullies.
How old do you think I am? Bad enough when it's just someone who's gonna try to take over the world.
At least, like, right. Team Rocket fucking Team Rocket wanted to take over the world, just take everybody's Pokemon, all the strongest Pokemon, #1.
Yeah, but being a guy's guy, the rival's gotta be antagonistic. That's the problem. Like, a little antagonistic. That's really my biggest problem with.
Gen 2,
or at least people would choose is legitimately a bad guy.
Gen 2, you kind of slacked on giving me a new bad guy, but it worked out.
No, your rival was literally a bad person.
And you're also stamping out the reformation of Team Rocket.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then for a while it was still take over the world in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Whether it be nobody gets Pokemon.
And in Gen 7 we got street punks. And then in Gen 8 we got soccer hooligans. And then in Gen 9 we got bullies.
Right.
And the rivals are too nice. Just too nice. Sorry. Can't do that.
Yeah, are you really a rival if you're that nice? At that point, you're just a
I mean, yeah, but...
gold.
I mean, yeah, but... the difference is that... it's just not fun.
Like, how are you pushing each other if you're that nice?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, look at for comparison, obviously it's a different fucking situation, but look at Goku and Vegeta. They are the best friends. Vegeta won't admit it, but they are the best of friends. Vegeta treats Kakarot like dirt. And Goku's always clowning on Vegeta. And it pushes them so hard. Like, I don't really think you can push somebody No, I feel like you're confusing Blue with Gary. Blue wasn't as bad. Gary was a prick.
No, Blue's like the perfect thing because it's like two best friends making fun of each other and shit. That's what I'm talking about.
The actual antagonists or rivals in the games are not Gary.
Blue is essentially Gary, but the difference is that because Gary's not that bad.
Gary as Gary,
he's just annoying.
Was kind of a prick to Ash. Blue, on the other hand, just wanted Red to do his. He wanted him to do it himself.
Yeah.
I think the worst antagonist, though, in my opinion, Gen 7.
Yeah, no, I think Gen 8 is the worst.
I don't know. That girl's mom going against everybody fucking telling her, do not go to the distortion world. Or wherever the fuck, the Ultra Beast world. Do not go there. It is a bad idea. Oh, I'm going to do it anyway. Fuck all of you. I'm going to destroy the world while I'm doing it too. I mean, they were next door neighbors. And Silver, wasn't he the antagonist in that gen?
I don't remember.
Like, they painted him as your rival per se, but he was the main antagonist. He went in, he stole the Pokemon, and then he didn't want anybody else to have Pokemon.
I think his name's Silver.
I don't think his name was Silver either, but just for the sake of...
I haven't played Gen 2 since the remake. Just guess. It's like almost decades ago. Dude, think about it for a minute. It's 2025. 2 decades ago. Do you remember what the fuck we were doing? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna agree. I can't really call Silver from Gold and Silver a
But he is your rival. That's the thing. I think they went too far with the actual evil rival.
Yeah, I mean, he technically is your rival, but I am gonna agree. He's Giovanni's son, and the first thing he does as soon as you meet the character is steal the 3rd starter.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
But he was definitely the least friendliest rival in the entire series.
I want someone like Blue or in the first games. I don't know if they. I don't know. I thought he was the same, but that's what I want. I don't want like. I also am tired like of multiple rivals. Like it's stupid. It's just another battle you have to do that you don't want to do.
Yeah, because you've got Penny, you've got the chick with the N, and I can't remember her name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Gen 9.
Like every part, and then you've got R, whatever the fuck the dude's name is with the fucking dog. That was sick the entire fucking game until the end. 3 different rivals. It's unnecessary. And here I would have thought you would have had enough Alcremie.
Hey, it's the only Gigantamax Pokemon I saw. Psychic, yay.
What's the boost on Gigantamax?
Similar, just look different.
What's the boost on Megas?
The overall stat boost. I can look it up.
Okay. Oh, okay. So Mega Evolution is an overall stat boost, and then Terra is just a strength boost. Like all your moves are like 1.5 times stronger. Just Terra.
No, it's only the move that Terra like types to it.
Right. It's got to be the same Terra type, but it's still like a crit hit. Dude, that's awesome. I can't even be mad at it.
Alright, I gotta find like
How creamy that. Oh.
I hate that the origin form of Dialga and Palkia and Giratina all say the same. That bothers me so much. Alright.
I understand why it bothers you, but I also don't at the same time.
Because
when they made at least Doggy and Palkia, or not Doggy and Palkia, well yeah, because they still have when they made Groudon, Kyogre, Doggia, and Palkia, they all already had the little orb things that they use for origin form now, but they already had the time stone and shit, and the fire stone and the fucking blue stone. They already had that, and it already boosted their power. So to completely change it now would have been weird after the fact.
Well, no, because Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre are way stronger.
I understand
origin
that,
form.
but it's still using. But in order to get their origin form, what do? You give them the fucking stones that you've already given them in previous games. So to make it completely different, they would have to change the whole fucking. You know what I mean? Like, I understand where you're coming from, but they would have to change the entire lore of Pokemon and completely irrelevate the other games. Only because they already introduced the power-ups before they introduced origin forms.
Regular Charizard has total stat of 5.
That was their fuck.
34. Charizard. X. Yeah, so he has a stat in.
Okay, so Dynamax and Gigantamax is another.
He jumps up
stat boosts.
600 base points or 600 points total in
So
stat.
everything except for Terra is stat boosts.
Yeah.
And then the Terra crystals is if the move matches your Terra type, it's a crit. It's an automatic crit hit, basically.
Yeah.
Not actually, but. I just caught one of those last night. Well, the pre-evolved one. Right after we got off, I was running around, doing nothing, just running around. And she fucking showed up, and I was like, oh, I'll catch it. And that's how that happened. I completely forgot about that dog. There's a very forgetful dog Pokemon. The one that Sophie has.
No idea.
That is a very forgetful dog Pokemon. That's sad. You know what dog Pokemon pissed me off last night? The fucking cinnamon bun looking shithead.
Fido or
the evolved form.
I forget what the evolved form.
Yeah, it was the evolved form. And his fucking well-baked body. Shit was pissing me off.
He's fairy type.
No,
Pretty sure
I
it's
didn't have a problem.
type.
I didn't really have a problem with the fairy type. I was just like, oh, I'll just use Skellydirge. Fuck your fairy. No, because fire has no fucking effect on it whatsoever, except for raising its defense.
Dummy.
Fuck you and your well-baked.
Why are you so stupid?
Cinnamon bun thing.
I want to heal my peeps. Okay. Rain dance.
I'll make it rain on them hoes.
Oh wait, that's not gonna happen. I'm not. Fuck. Stupid. I think I would have moved.
Why are you all the way in the back?
I don't know. You just always are. It's not to say about it.
Still doing the most damage. Usually the guy in the back is for support.
Meanwhile,
yes.
you see that fucking dog that's an electric type? It's a flying type, asshole. Shock it. Douche. God. Douche. Douche. I'm using this because I want my peeps to heal. Creaming out creamies.
Why are you doing the max Lair Raids?
Legendaries.
You have every Pokemon.
But I want them all.
You already have them.
I do not
literally just
have.
said you have all of them.
I do not
All
have
1,000
whatever this legend.
a lot.
I think it's 1,026 or something like that.
It's a lot.
Oh, look. $1,025.
And you have all of them.
Yeah, but I don't have whatever legendary this is from this game. So. Plus, it's good trading fodder, Dustin.
The most underrated starter you can choose from each generation. Alright, let's see your opinion. Dan Conlon.
Well, the first one's Charmander. It's the worst one. What?
Squirtle.
Oh, underrated?
The most underrated starter.
Okay.
Squirtle.
Yeah, it would be Squirtle.
Okay. Yeah. Chikorita is not underrated. It's very
Yes, it is.
properly rated. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Torchic?
Not the underrated one.
I don't.
I mean, everybody loves Mudkip, but no one
I don't
likes
think
Trico.
Yeah, I don't think Torchic's underrated. I think it's aptly rated. I think
Yeah.
Mudkip is too hyped, and nobody seems to like Snivy for whatever reason.
Snivy's from Gen 5. Missed 4. That one, the underrated one, is
Trico. Trico. Yeah, nah. In my opinion, Trico is underrated. He's better than
I think
people
he's-
give him credit for.
I think
He's not
fine.
He's not fantastic, but he's not. Trico is definitely better than people give him credit for. Gen 4 Chimchar.
Probably. Wait. Gen 4? No. The only good looking Pokemon, the only good looking starter at all is Chimchar. I mean, Piplup looks fine. When he evolves, he looks stupid. Right?
You don't like Empoleon?
No, I think he's a fucking retard.
I actually don't hate.
I mean, he's...
I like his design.
Gen 4 starter was Torterra. Everybody likes Torterra.
Bro,
I'm
like,
just gonna say the worst one or the least picked one is gonna be the underrated one. They're not. They're not underrated at all.
right. Chimchar.
It's actually the opposite.
And what's worse is, Chimchar was only a bad choice if you were a bad trainer.
It was fighting in fire. If you couldn't do Torchic, which isn't, if you chose
Well,
fucking
Torchic was
Trico,
Torchic was single fire.
yeah, but like no, yeah, at the start, but all of them are single fire at the start.
Right. But and so that first gym,
It was firefighting.
just like that first gym, just like in Gen 1, was a whore if you picked the fire type starter.
Nah.
If you were a bad trainer.
You gotta remember, your starters will always listen to you.
But just like in
Dude,
Gen 1,
You could get it to,
just
like
in
level
Gen
20.
1, only people who play on easy mode pick the grass or the water type starter.
I always play the fire starter, always. Doesn't matter what game.
In Gen 9,
Even this playthrough, I had a Cinder.
in my opinion, in Gen 9, in my opinion, Skelly Dirge is the only fucking cool one.
I agree on that.
Don't get me wrong.
The one that I actually like looking at.
I
don't like
have
looking at the
a
other ones.
I don't have a problem with any of the base forms, but once they get out of base, Skellydirge is the best.
Gen 7 starters were fine. I didn't like the Zeal.
That's my opinion. Gen 6 or
Gen 6.
oh, we were on Gen 5. Gen 5.
Oh.
How is
Boreon's horrible.
underrated?
It's one of the worst. Tepig is not the underrated one. It's
Asha. It's not
no, it is.
my
That is because it's the
opinion.
worst fucking one. It's horrible.
Oh yeah, because it's another fucking fire. It wasn't he another
Fighting.
fire fighting.
And he looks like shit after
And he was just
his
a
first
fatty.
evolution, after his base form. He sucks. I hate him.
Gen 6.
It's the only fire starter I hated playing with.
Gen 6.
By the way, I like playing with all fire starters. I don't think you understand. At any gen, any of the games, any of the movesets they learn.
I will agree with Dan on Gen 6. The most underrated starter was Chespin.
Who's fire for start? No, no. The fire one is the most underrated.
Fennekin?
Fox. Yes, because it's evolved form everyone hates, and I don't get why. It's a fire psychic Pokemon. It's sick.
Well, we all know Froakie was not the underrated one.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's definitely a toss-up between Fennekin and Chespin, because Greninja
Finnegan.
just blew both of them out of the water. Like, everybody forgot
Yeah,
about
but
the
it's-
other two
it's-
because of Greninja.
It's Chespin. No, it's only because of the show. When you're talking about like the general populace, they're talking
I
about
think
Pokemon
Greninja
fans
had
who
better
actually
stats
play it all
all
the time.
around than the other two.
It doesn't matter. You're talking about all of Pokemon fandom. You're thinking of the people who just watch the show. You're not thinking of the people who played the games. So, like the best starter is going to be Froakie. Is the best starter in that game
Yeah.
for the first set of starters. It's always the fire starter that's underrated from here on out, except for Litten,
I know.
because nobody cared about Skellydirge
Yeah,
or any of them.
I guess Poplio for Gen 7
Poplio sucks.
is the most underrated.
I don't even know why I don't like him. I don't have an actual reason.
Exactly. He which would make him the most, and I think a lot of people are the same way. It's just I think it's.
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
Cutie
I'm gonna tell you right now.
sometimes.
I don't like any of the fucking starters in Gen 8. I hate all of them.
Dan said
I fucking hate all of them.
Sobble is the most underrated.
I hate every single fucking one of them starters.
I skipped Gen 8.
That's the worst part. This game is actually good, and it's like the worst starters. I mean, they're cool. I get the idea behind them, right? But I'm just sitting here thinking, like, dude, that's annoying, right? They're very boring Pokemon. They feel lifeless. In the
Yeah.
games. I didn't watch the show, so.
And then Gen 9, he says Quaxley is the most underrated. Which, I mean, yeah, I don't.
Understandable.
Like
No one gives a
Quaxley
fuck
either.
about a duck.
Right, especially one that turns into a peacock.
No one gives a fuck about a duck.
Like, how the fuck does it? I don't really have a problem with Quaxley. I have a problem with the peacock at the end.
Still a duck. It's a dancing duck.
I think that's my problem with it. It's the fact that it's all salsa dancey. the entire time you're trying to battle.
I mean, I get the inspiration. Gen 9, the only one I like is Fuecoco.
You aren't the OG Black Power Ranger. You can't fight dance. Stop. And frickin' Skellydirge is just metal.
I mean, I get the inspiration for all of them. I just don't.
I mean, not literally, but he's fucking metal, dude. His best or his signature attack is a metal scream that shoots fire at his opponent. That's freaking awesome. And that mouse for the grass type starter, Meowscarada is not horrible, and I do like its ability because he's grass dark.
I feel like it's typing.
Because it's grass dark, but his typing chooses depending upon what your first move is. So even if it's not even a grass or dark type move, his typing will change to that move. Or, yeah. Because of his ability. But I mean, his first form is so cute. Sprigatito is my cat, yo. I would never use him for battle. He would just be my cat. And then the middle form, I don't remember its name. The middle form just reminds me of a green Puss in Boots from the one from Shrek. I'm sorry, it just does. Like the way they animated it carrying itself and everything in the battle, it just reminds me of a fucking Puss in Boots. And then Meowscarada is just... It's too theater-y for me. And I mean, I know that's his whole thing, but... He's like a theater kid. Latias.
I want to hear my boys.
What all legendaries can you get from in Gen 9 once you get the DLC?
You can get all, not all of them.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you can't get Sword and Shields.
Actually, you can.
Really? You can get the Sword and the Shield doggos?
You get Calyrex and one of the horses.
Oh. Actually, you know what? That's the generation where I'm like, eh.
You get Karaidon or Maridon, Wo-Chin, Chinpo, Tinglu, these are all new ones. Jinyu, Okidoggy, Monkidori, Pheasant, the Pheasant one, Ogerpon, Terrapogus, Picharunt. Then you have the other ones. What was that guy's name?
You can get the bird.
Pokemon Star. Yeah. Or.
You can get the other birds.
Hold on a second.
But yeah, Sword and Shield was my generation.
Those are the ones from the.
I'm not saying I hated Sword and Shield. I just
Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Latios, Latios, Kyogre, Groudon, Cobalion, Terrakion, Venusian, Reshiram, Zakharam, Kyurem, Solgaleo, Lunala, Krozma, Hubfu, Glacier, Spectine. Yep. And I think you can get
so all the way up to.
So you can't get Gen 8s. No, I don't see any Gen 7 legendary.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of the Tapus.
No, it looks like a skip. I mean, besides Solgaleo and Lunala, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Krozma. But other than that, no Gen 6 either. No Xerneas, Yveltal, or Zygarde. Which you get in this game.
Right.
I think between these two games, I think you get everything. Up to Gen 8. I remember. Could be wrong.
No.
Don't quote me. Don't quote.
Which, obviously, that's Gen 8. And in Gen 9 you get Gen 9s. So as long as you have Gen 8 and Gen 9, you can get them all.
You can get a Meloetta too in Gen 9 somehow. Wasn't mystery.
I think it was Meloetta. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what it was for.
Find a cyclone of leaves in the coastal biome. Spin clockwise at the center of the leaves for at least 10 seconds. Immediately activate your camera. Quick flip to sepia filter. Look for Meloetta or listen for their singing. Exit camera mode. Step up to Meloetta and initiate battle.
Now I don't even remember.
I mean, it's in one spot.
That's like going to get the Alcremies. Just don't feel. I don't feel like doing all that shit to get a goddamn
That's great.
Pokemon.
What do you mean?
That I'm never gonna use.
You can't get Jirachi or Mew. Or Mewtwo.
Except with Pokemon Go.
No. Diamond and Pearl
You can't
has
get
it.
Jirachi and Go. Wait, I can't bring Mew and Mewtwo into the game from Go?
You can carry Mewtwo, not Mew.
That's beat.
What's the thing? No, you can bring him in. I'm sorry. Get something out. But the reality is that it kind of sucks because
it's gonna re-roll all your.
But if you have Diamond Pearl, if you have Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Diamond and Pearl. If you have all the games on the Switch, you can get all the mythicals and all the myth. Pretty sure all the mythicals, except for maybe Selby. Can't really think of one besides that, but there might be a way to get him. I just don't know how to do it. Fantasy Online doesn't have a release. I mean, they might have had one like a while ago, but you can get Mew and Jirachi if you have save files of the Let's Go games. So
I have the save files of Let's Go games.
Yeah, if you have Diamond and Pearl, there's that Flower Town.
And Diamond and Pearl. Gotcha.
Yeah, and Diamond and Pearl. In this game, you get the really fluffy. You get the Gigantamax Eevee and the Gigantamax Pikachu. I don't think you get anything in Gen 9.
Okay, cool.
What are you doing? I just don't know about it.
No, I don't remember getting anything. You've seen me play through the majority of.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you didn't. That doesn't mean there isn't something that happens. I gotta look into it. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and grab a drink and check the laundry. You're in charge, Dustin.
Okay. Welcome to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia visa apply. I don't want a visa. I just want to go to the Dragon Ball Z theme park once it's open. I'm only gonna be there a day or two. Oh, I love the new Pokemon cards that tell stories in the pictures. They are so cool. I don't even care that they really probably aren't worth that much, some of them. But they are friggin' awesome. Yeah. Definitely the best Pokemon cards are the ones that have the full art stories. And some of them even fit together to make a big, huge picture. That took the TCG to another level, in my opinion. Like, fuck the fucking... I mean, don't get me wrong, getting a friggin' BG10 is friggin' awesome, but just to have that's worth, you know, a BG10 Charizard first edition worth $500,000, that's awesome, but at the end of the day, it's still just a basic ass Charizard. Whereas at the end of the day, with those story cards, you've got, first of all, multiple Pokemon in the picture. Not just the one that the card's based off of. And then, like I said, some of them fit together. You got 6 to 9 cards that all fit together in one giant picture. That's cool, in my opinion.
That is pretty cool. Alright, I think I'm going to log off because this is getting too late and my laundry is almost done. So,
well,
thanks for watching, everybody.
For whoever did hang out, let's go.
Follow and like and subscribe.
Yeah,
all that stuff. Head over to Dustin, head over to D Burns at On YouTube, Twitch.
Burns 1187, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Facebook, fucking Twitter, all of them. Same thing for all of them.
All right. See y'all later, and
Appreciate
thanks for
y'all. Have a
watching.
good
Peace
night.
out.